Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your brothers to the four corners of the earth, preaching His word and also laboring in His word in true love and sincerity. May blessings fall upon our houses that are 1/3. John 3:16 is not an invitation for you heathens to be joined with the Lord's people. Alright? Now, who is the Lord's people? The Israelites. The Lord's people, His chosen people, might I add, are the Israelites. Okay, who are the Israelites? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and also you scattered Israelites, right? You scattered Israelites through the four corners of the earth whose seed line go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? This has nothing to do with skin color. This has nothing to do with language you speak as of right now, right? But this has to do with your bloodline, your seed line, okay? So that's why we say no matter what you look like, no matter what land you were born in, no matter what language you speak, if your line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're an Israelite, okay? But other than that, if you're not an Israelite, then there is no salvation for you. Okay? And I'm going to say it again. John 3:16 is not an invitation for you heathen to be joined unto the Lord's people. Okay? Now let's read and get the true understanding of John 3:16. Okay? John 3:16 is the most quoted but the least understood Bible verse. Okay? In my opinion. So, without further ado, let's get it. As the book of John 3, verse 16, it says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Okay? So, let's dissect this a little bit. Let's slow it down. Okay? And might I add, too, that the Lord is speaking to who? Nicodemus. Right? And Nicodemus is an Israelite. Okay? This book is the book for the Israelites. Okay? Thought I'd throw that in there. So this is the book of John 3, verse 16. Again, it says, For God so loved the world. For face value, everyone automatically assumes that what? This word world means everyone in the entire world. Okay? Now, that's why we have to tell you, you have to look up words. Okay? You have to go back into with the language of the word which this was written in. Okay? So what does this word world mean? Who does this word world apply to? Okay, so let's click on it. In the Greek, it's cosmos, right? So when you look at the word cosmos, it says an appointed and harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, or government, right? Ornament, decoration, adornment, the arrangement of the stars, the heavenly host, as the ornament of the heavens. Okay? Who is this government? Who is this arrangement or harmonious arrangement or constitution, this order? Who is this speaking of? The Israelites. Okay? The world of Israel, because the Lord made many worlds. Let's not forget that. Hebrews, the 1st chapter, the 2nd verse. The Lord had made many worlds. Right? In this world that He for God so loved the world is speaking of the Israelites. Okay? That's the world that He's speaking of. The world of Israel. And I'm going to get a precept in a few. Just bear with me. Now this is where it goes off at for verse 3. Or not verse 3. Definition 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, and 7. Okay. Right. Let's jump to 8. It says any aggregate or general collection of particulars of any sort. But that goes back to, once again, like I said, Israel. Now, how are the other definitions wrong? Why do I say that? Because when we get these precepts, it's gonna prove that these other ones are wrong and it doesn't fit. Because if it meant the whole world, guess what word would be there in the Greek? Oikomene. Okay? But it's not, the word oikoumene is not there because it doesn't mean the whole world. Okay? It means the world of Israel. Let's get a precept real fast. Go to Isaiah 45 verse 17. And it reads, it says, but Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded world without end. You see? So this is the precept backing up John 3:16. When you read this, John 3:16 should be more clear, right? When you read it. We're going to read it again. Isaiah 45 verse 17. It says what? But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded world without end. You see? So we are that world that's being spoken of. For God so loved the world that he's going to have mercy only on the children of Israel, his people. For God so loved the world of Israel that he sent his only begotten son to save who? The elect of the world of Israel, right? For God so loved the world of Israel, right? And I'm just, throwing that in there, right? Because that's who he truly loves, the world of Israel, right? That's what we know that world is speaking of. That, when Yahushua comes back to destroy this wicked and sinful kingdom, right? Once he becomes the King of Kings, Lords of Lords, guess who is going to be ruling, right? Guess who's going to be that ruling, governing body of the world under Yahushua, right? We know King David in a whole order that it goes in. The world of Israel, the governing body, the 144,000, the priesthood, if you will. Israel, you see? So for God so loved the world, right? That world is Israel. Okay, and just a few things I mentioned, hey, it shows you why for God so loved the world. Okay? Not the whole entire world. You see? Because if that was the case, why is he destroying you heathen? Why is he going to destroy you nation, these different nations, once he returns? Right? Why are you heathen, right, going into captivity? You see, in the future. Why are you going into captivity? Why are y'all going to become the world of Israel's inheritance? If y'all trying to make it seem as for God so loved the world, meaning, everybody. All the inhabitants of the earth. That doesn't make any sense. You see? Didn't the Lord say this? We're still in the book of Isaiah 34, right? Slakia, the book of Isaiah. Let's go to chapter 34, verse. I believe this is it. Let's see, Slakia. Just bear with me because I'm also in transit. I can't find it at the moment. But here we go. Slakia verse 8, it says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. You see? So when the Lord makes his return, what do you think is going to happen to these nations? When you read up, specifically, who is it speaking about? Edom, Esau, Edom, the Idumeans, right? So-called white man, right? So I thought for God so loved the world. Why is when he return, he's going to destroy you heathens, starting with the so-called white man? Why? But to y'all, you leave it up to y'all. Y'all say for God so loved the whole world, as if it means everyone on the planet. No, you see, it's talking about the world of Israel. Okay. Even when you go here, let's start up verse 1. It says, what? Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation, Salah, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies, right? And he have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. This is going to happen to you nations. right? Why is this going to happen to you if you already say that, well, for God to love the world, meaning you other nations is included? Why would this take place? You see, y'all have a misunderstanding of the scriptures. Hey, what the scriptures say? In the book of Matthew, the 22nd chapter, I believe it's the 29th verse, if I'm not mistaken. Ye are not knowing the scriptures. You see? See, there's a destruction when the Lord returns, man. There's a destruction upon you heathen. Not only you heathen, there's destruction upon 2/3 of the children of Israel. That's why I mentioned the elect within the children of Israel, right? Because only the elect comes from the children or the nation of Israel. Okay? But like we says, when you read in the book of Romans, it says what? All Israel shall be saved. You know? Because all the Israelites are going to be in the kingdom, man. You see? That's how much mercy the Lord has towards, his people. You know? And he keeping the Lord's not a man he should lie, so he's going to keep the promises that he made with our forefather Abraham. You know? But back to the point, right? Going to this John 3:16, right? John 3:16 is not an invitation for you heathen to be joined with the Israelites, man. Okay? Join with the Lord's people. That's not an invitation, man. Right? That is just a Bible verse that is misunderstood. And no matter how many times we break it down, y'all still can't get it. You see? Oh, okay. Slakia. I just remembered the precept. Just the water Yabashim was shy. Before I wanted to close out. And there's a lot of precepts I can get just to go into, the back of the things that I'm saying. But let's get this. The book of John, right? The book of John, I believe it's 17, if I'm not mistaken. Book of John 17, verse 9, right? So tell me what this means. Right? Is this a contradiction in the Bible? Or is it just something that you just don't understand? Right? Slakia, something wasn't in the way. Slak. This is the book of John 17 verse 9. It says what? I pray for them. I pray not for the world. What does that mean? And this is who the world isn't called Jesus Christ speaking. I'll read it again. It says, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. Right? Now, who is he speaking to? Who does this apply to? Right? Who is he talking about he's praying for? When you read when you continue to read down, you understand that he's praying for who? The disciples and the ones that believed on him through the preaching of the disciples. That's what he's speaking about, not the whole world. You see? But for them which thou hast given me, they are thine. You see that? And the ones that was given unto the Lord were Israelites. They were Israelites. Okay? The ones that believed on the Lord were Israelites. The disciples were Israelites. Okay? Weren't no heathen. Okay? And the heathen, these heathen don't believe on the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. They believe on their own deity that they have came up with in their own mind, or that the religions has came up with. That's who the God that they worship. That's the so-called Jesus that they worship, but they don't worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? They don't do that. You see? They don't even take heed to his word. That's another lesson. Let's get this and I'll close out. Okay? The book of Isaiah 63 verse 17, right? Because the Lord never... You heathen, you are nothing, man. You see, you heathen are nothing. Okay, the Lord counted you as for nothing and nothing and but for vanity. Isaiah 63 verse 17, it says, O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways and hardened our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while, right? We only had our land for a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Who is it? We, Israelites. Thou never bearest rule over them. They are not called by thy name. So you heathen are not called by the name of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? You heathen are nothing. Okay? And you ain't gonna never be nothing. You see? And we're the ones out here proclaiming the true word of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming our true heritage, right? Speaking the truth of the Holy Bible and telling you, you ain't jack. And you hate it. Okay? You hate it and you can't stand it. That people that you reputed as to be nothing are really your lords. Okay? Are really your lords. So deal with it. Okay? And hey, in the future, you're going to have to, you're going to be bowing down. First, you're going to bow down to Yahweh Shai. You see? But you're going to bow down to us as well in the kingdom. And the kingdom is very soon. It's very soon. You see, this is going to be your future for you heathen. Okay? And after Edom, you Edomites serve your punishment. You getting wiped out, man. Okay? You're going to get cut off, like as the book of Obadiah say. But hey, Lord willing, I'll save that video for another time. So Lord willing, hope this quick lesson was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, and peace and salutations to you brothers to the four corners of the earth, preaching his word and also laboring in his word and truth, love and sincerity. With that, I want to say shalom.